Hello and welcome to Tailgate Talk, another season, SJ Varsity at sunjournal.com. Kalle, Randy Whitehouse, and we're here talking about the Pine Tree Conference, Class A East, and changes, Cal, throughout high school football this year, and Class A East certainly not unaffected.
Well, the big change is they're down to 10 teams, which makes for a 9-game round-robin schedule. Everybody plays everybody. There's no arguing about strength of schedule, Crabtree points, all that garbage. Problem is that means only 4 teams make the playoffs, and it's a problem for some teams because they got to get their kids motivated early. It's great for the fans because it adds serious intensity to the regular season right from week 1.
Yeah, as you said, it makes every game count even more this season. And so you look at the schedule, and a team that goes right into the fire right away is Edward Little. Some folks thinking maybe they could sneak up on some people this year, but that first test is at Lawrence. That's a mighty big test.
Not many people go to Keyes Field or Pete Cooper Stadium or whatever they're calling it these days and come away with a win. Certainly not in the last 10 years. Edward Little hasn't had much luck in that game since it went back to being the Hersom Bowl a few years ago, and now, of course, second-year coach Dave Sterling in charge of the Red Eddies, and they built some momentum at the end of last year, but they were a second-half team both during games and during the season. They can't afford that luxury this year. They've got to go 2-2, 3-1, probably 3-1 in the first 4 games to have a shot at the playoffs. And you don't want Lawrence to hang a big loss on you opening night. At the very least, they got to play well.
Next game on the schedule is Mount Ararat, Lewiston, and Cal. You got a chance to visit Lewiston in preseason. Obviously, they're going into the season one of the favorites, but is last year, the way it ended, is that still hanging over them a little bit?
Well, I think they've certainly tried to frame it a little bit, spin it a little bit in their own direction. They said, no, we're not really thinking about that, as we're thinking about the fact that we overachieved and we exceeded people's expectations last year in getting to the PTC final, and okay, I can understand that. Fact of the matter is, they're loaded. They're my pick to win it, certainly Eastern A, and I know probably Bill County doesn't want to hear that going in, but should be a pretty manageable opponent on opening night at home. Mount Ararat got an explosive backfield. Jeff Turcotte is going to be, I think, one of the toughest guys to bring down in the conference this year. You've got a second-year starting quarterback in Chris Madden, and you've got the obligatory wing T fullback that's in every Bill County offense, Joe McKinnon. And as the season goes on, the bad weather, he'll be a guy that's going to take center stage a lot more, I think.
Yeah, I think Joe's going to have a big breakout year this year. I was impressed with him last year, but I think this year he's going to have a huge year for them. The last game we're going to talk about, a new era in South Paris. Skowhegan playing at Oxford Hills with a new head coach and a new attitude.
Paul Withy, and he brings instant credibility with the 3 state championships, 8 regional championships from Foxcroft in Class C. I know the kids told me, hey, there's not as much laughing and joking this year. We got real serious real quickly, and it's a game they can win Friday night. They've got Skowhegan at home. I think Oxford Hills thinks they've got a legitimate shot of starting 1-0, get some confidence rolling. They've only won 2 games total the last 3 years, so that will be a big one.
I'll wrap it up for this week's schedule. We'll be previewing the games every week here at sunjournal.com. We encourage you to click on over to our Class B and Class C previews as well. Also, pick up a copy of the Sun Journal. We have coverage throughout the week of local high school football. And just click on the sunjournal.com and you'll find everything that we have to offer in our football coverage. For Kalle, Randy Whitehouse, thanks.